One way to promote positive mental health in the classroom with students who are 2, 3 years or younger is to just be aware of how we speak about it, to not separate out a time to talk about positive mental health or to make like a whole class on it during the day or during the week. We're not going to make it like a point to have an entire class because that can be really intimidating to students, especially young students. What you want to do is promote it, exactly what is said in the description of this assignment, to promote positive mental health. You don't want to make it stick out like a sore thumb to them, because when they think about it, they should be thinking positive thoughts. It should just be something that happens, a positive mental state of mind, positive mental health. It just should be there, and we need to know ways to promote it. So one thing to be aware of when we speak about it, or when we speak in general to children, is the way that we talk to them, especially when they do something wrong. The words that we use to describe what they did needs to be specific and not just say, oh, you were bad, or that's bad, because that promotes a negative self-view, a view of yourself. You don't want to tell kids, especially 3 years old, that they're bad, that they, as a human being, are bad. You want to have open discussions with them about their feelings if they're ever in a situation where they have done something wrong or something wrong has been done to them by another student or by anything in general. You want to make sure that you talk to them about how they feel when they did the action, how they think the other person felt, and if they thought that it was wrong to do. But you don't want to say, oh, you've been bad, you have done this, you are. You don't want to say that. You don't want to promote a negative self-image. Never. Even in a young age, because those things can carry on throughout their lifetime. A bad self-image and thinking that you are something because of the things that you've done. And you also want to describe different things to do, methods and strategies on how to avoid that behavior in the future if they have done something wrong. But that's dealing with problems. That's not really positive mental health. Another strategy with positive mental health in the classroom is to think about the energy level of students at that age, 2 to 3, 1 to 2, 0 to 9 months. I mean, they're babies. They're gonna have a lot of energy, but at that age, it's mostly sleeping. But to consider a 1 to 2 year old, the terrible twos, and 2 to 3 years old, they have so much energy. And if you're running a pre-K, or even if you're just assisting, if you're figuring out a curriculum for them, you have to keep in mind their energy level and the environment, and how the environment has an effect on positive mental health. Because nobody wants to sit in the same seat for 6, even like less than that, 2 hours. You don't want to be sitting for 2 hours. You don't want to be sitting the entire school day. If it's a regular school day, 6 or 8 hours in a school day, sitting in the same seat, what that can do to your brain, it would drive you crazy. That's not positive mental health. So, and that's for adults. Like, we do not like sitting in a classroom or in a lecture hall or in a business meeting. We don't like sitting there forever. It's boring. Your mind wanders, you don't focus, and it's just not good for you. So when you think about how you want your day to run in your classroom and what you want your students to be doing, and add in positive mental health, you have to make sure that the students are getting time outside of the classroom, that they're moving around the classroom, that they're always stimulated, that you're keeping them active, and that they get out in the fresh air out of this box with fluorescent lights overhead in the same seat all day long. You don't want that. That doesn't promote positive mental health. But going outside, doing different activities, hanging out with different people, making sure that you eliminate cliques in a classroom by grouping kids together that don't normally spend their free time together. They don't gravitate towards each other. You want to make sure that you avoid those cliques, and especially during their free time, take notice of who they hang out with. And in the classroom, when you assign different groups, like small group time with the older kids, you want to make sure that everybody is getting an equal amount of time with each other and with the different activities. So yeah, I think that's it.